Hello everyone, I'm Qvevri sommelier from Georgia. So we have 8,000 years history of winemaking in Georgia. So 8,000 years ago the first grape was found in Georgia. So Georgia became the homeland of wine. So we're making wine for such a long time, and this is in our blood to make wine. Mostly in every region in Georgia people are having their own vineyards, their small wineries, and they're making wine. So this is something which is very important for Georgian culture. Very interesting is that we have more than 500 indigenous grape varieties in Georgia, and we have our traditional method of winemaking, which is Qvevri technology, which is the very popular and one of the most important thing about Georgian wine culture.
Can you tell us about Qvevri wine and how popular is it today?
So what is the Qvevri wine itself? Qvevri is the vessel which is under the ground. It is made from a clay and it's buried under the ground. So main is that the whole fermentation process, aging process, maturing process is going in the clay pot in this Qvevri under the ground. So Qvevri wines are always skin contacted wine. So it means that, for example, when in a classic style method we're not using the skin or seeds and steams into winemaking process, here we are using all of the skin. So we're maturing our wine on a skin, and in the end we always have more darker color. We have always more tanninic wines to compare to European classic style wines. So Qvevri culture is a huge culture in Georgia. It is very popular now also. So and now a lot of wineries, they're making classic style wines, sparkling wines. Rosé wines are also very popular right now, but still if we compare classic style and Qvevri wine by the amount of the bottles, we will see that more people are making here the Qvevri wine still.
So Gato, my next question is about how much wine quality and small family wineries have increased in Georgia.
We always had the the small wineries in Georgia, because in every region people in their own house they're making their wine, but it wasn't on the market. So right now mostly the small wineries which we have, they are bottling their wine, and we see them on the market. We see them in wine bars, in restaurants. So because of that the increase for sure the number of small wineries and the quality for sure, because even if we compare like 5 years ago the situation and now about the wine quality, we will see that right now is so much better, and right now we have more high quality wines. Also a lot of different grape varieties. As I said, we have more than 500 grape varieties, and a lot of grape varieties was like this that was lost, and people were not doing it, were not using it, or they were using it only for blend some of the grape varieties. But right now as small wineries, they started to make from the very interesting grape varieties, to learn them, to do some experiments, to do the single grape from single grape variety the wines. So because of that, right now for sure the increased value, the quality of the wine and the small wineries. But also it's very important that right now we have more the different grape varieties, and in the end the market is more interesting and more full with a different kind of wines, with a different kind of grapes.
My next question is, what is the main niche of Georgian wine in the world?
This is a very good question, because I think that the Qvevri wines are the main thing that people know about us, and people love it because we have a lot of experts in different countries, and in Europe we have also experts in Europe, in different countries, which is the countries which they have their own wine culture, but they're also very interested to try something new. So because of that, Qvevri wine is very popular outside of Georgia, not only in Georgia, because it's different character. People are very interested. For example, you can see the difference very much in a white wine, because our white wine has amber color. It has more strong structure, more tannin unique, more full-bodied. So it's very interesting. So I think that our niche should be the Qvevri wines, because this is the unique thing about Georgia, and people love it. And we saw that when we started to do export in different countries, that people were very impressed by these wines. And for sure I think that this is something that like the main about Georgian wine. For sure we're making the classic style wines, and we're doing the export of classic style wines, and also we're making the oak wines. It's becoming really popular to make wine, like do the alcohol fermentation in a Qvevri, to have wine in a Qvevri, and after that age it in oak barrel. And this is also like the different style what we have. It's like the combination of ancient traditional method and new world, and this is very interesting. And I think every way what we are going is like the end is the Qvevri. So this is like the most interesting thing. And also we have like the different like the famous grapes like Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Cabernet in Georgia for sure. But mostly in Georgia still we're very oriented to make wines from our indigenous grape, and I think this is also very interesting for the rest of the world. And this is also our niche, to use this unique grape varieties just to tell people the stories and to tell about our culture.
Can you name some of the European countries where our wines are the most?
England, it's becoming really popular, and also like in America a lot of people are doing the export, in Germany, in France, in Italy for sure. Like this is like the time that this is like our first steps in these countries, but it's becoming really popular and people are very interested. So because of that I think that we need to try to use every way just to sell our wines everywhere. And because of that everyone said that yes, Georgia is the homeland of wine. This is also something that people started to be more interested about our wines, and this helps us really. So we need to use this chance, and we have a lot of tourists in Georgia. They're coming, and I'm sommelier, and I am meeting a lot of people from different countries. So it's really nice to hear that they heard about Georgian wine and they know about Georgian wine. And when they're coming in Georgia, first thing which is in their bucket list is to try the Georgian wine. So because of that, we all see right now the possibility to be on the global map of wine.
So it seems that the export of Georgian wine causes the popularity of the whole country.
Yes, this is true. So a lot of people, when they're coming, they always say that, oh, I want to try Georgian wine. This is so cool. I have heard about it, or I have tried it. So because of that, this export is very important. Because of that people in their countries, they're trying Georgian wine. Georgia is something different. They have never heard, and after that they're trying to see the photos, and they're see the photos of Georgia, of Tbilisi, and of different the corners of Georgia. And when they see that Georgia is such a beautiful country, and we have the mountains and the sea, and it's this so pretty, and they heard that and they saw that we have amazing wine. After that, for sure, when people know about the wine, after that we always say that food and wine pairing is very important also in Georgia, because food culture also, we have the huge culture, and this supra, which is our very interesting tradition, and people love it. So after that they're very interested, just not only about the wine, also the food and wine pairing, to see the countries. But for sure the wine helped us a lot just to become more and more popular in tourists. And a lot of people, they even don't heard about Georgia. Right now they're coming and they want to see, and it's very important that in a few years, the late years, the 2 years ago, 3 years ago, people started, more European people from the very popular wine countries, to come here and to try Georgian wine, and this is very important for us.
Thank you so much. That was very interesting.
Thank you so much.
So good luck.
Good luck to you.